Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeers pulling on the rein. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes to...
All right, hey, welcome to the Children's Parade here in downtown Dayton. And we are here in the Spectacular of Lights. The big courthouse square Christmas tree has just been illuminated, and it's a great night for a parade. I'm Shelly and this is my co-host Mike Shaver, the record saver. We are from Oldies 97.3. And we'll be enjoying tonight's parade as it makes its way through the heart of downtown Dayton.
Okay, and while we can, we'll go ahead and officially thank the major sponsors of the 2015 Dayton Holiday Festival, DP&L, also Miami Valley Hospital. Big 106.5 is also a major sponsor, and Time Warner Cable Media, as well as the Downtown Dayton Partnership.
We'd also like to thank the City of Dayton, Montgomery County, CareSource, Fifth Third Bank, the Downtown Priority Board, Virginia W. Kettering Dayton Holiday Festival Fund, and Hollywood Gaming of Dayton, Ohio.
And those flashing lights and wailing sirens of the police motorcycles and vehicles, that is the signal it's time for the Children's Parade to get underway. And we hope you can stay with us for the next hour or so as we kick off the holiday season here in downtown Dayton. I kind of think of the, I don't know, for some reason seeing the police lights kind of makes me think of the Dragnet theme, you know? And have the announcer come out and say, the story you're about to see is true.
Wow.
Very
Dayton's finest.
noisy.
Dayton's
Noisy
finest
indeed.
right there.
Okay, right behind the police, following the police, we have the General M.B. Ridgway chapter of the 82nd Airborne Division, Associate Color Guard. They've had the honor of leading the Children's Parade since it began 42 years ago. Very long time. And of course, we got to give a very big shout out to all our veterans. And of course, to the men and women who are still in uniform, who couldn't make it home for the holidays, or
Absolutely.
who won't be able to make it home for the holidays. Now we got Minnie Mouse coming by throwing kisses.
Now coming up next, the 43rd Annual Children's Parade banner. The parade's spectacular in lights.
And now a big thank you to Mrs. Virginia Kettering for 43 years. And be sure to take notice of all the clowns that you're going to see holding the sponsor banners in front of some of the parade units. Because these clowns certainly do not clown around, and yes, the pun is intended, by the way, when they're in school. They are academic leaders from schools in the Dayton area, and they've worked pretty hard this year just so they can clown around in today's parade. Now, of course, you know, Mrs. Virginia Kettering originally started the Dayton Holiday Festival and the Dayton's Children's Parade because she wanted to make sure that all area children would be able to enjoy the holiday season.
By the looks of the crowd here tonight, Mike, it looks like many, many families throughout the greater Dayton area are helping to kick off this holiday season. It's a wonderful downtown tradition. And even though Mrs. Kettering is no longer with us to enjoy the festival she created, it's wonderful to know that her spirit lives on in the many wonderful things she's done for our community.
And live on they do indeed.
Wow, what a great float.
Very pretty float.
125 years, Premier Health Partners, Miami Valley Hospital celebrating this year. There you go.
Okay, now coming up, I see we got a fire truck. Of course, what is a parade without a fire truck?
Quiet.
Yeah, I'd have to, of course, without the police cars, it'd be quiet too. But anyway, yeah, from the Dayton Fire Department #1, this 33-foot, 2009 Pierce 100-foot aerial platform to 2015 E1 137-foot ladder truck. This thing can pump up to 1,500 gallons of water a minute. Wow. It's a lot of water, and it carries 750 gallons on board, holds 2,000 feet of hose. From the Dayton Fire Department.
Great float there by Key Ads. They did a lot of nice work on that. That was their 3-tier float with performances by Horace Mann Choir, sponsored by Key Ads. And up next.
And now we got the patrol car from the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. Got that passing by. The Sheriff's Office, of course, provides a variety of police services to the residents of Montgomery County. Did you know that they staff the Montgomery County Emergency Communication Center to provide police, fire, and medical dispatching and telecommunication services for 11 county agencies? Yeah, Sheriff Plummer and the men and women under his command, they have been doing an absolutely terrific job. We're pleased to have them represented here with us today.
Sheriff Bill Plummer. Well, right here we have in front of us a North Pole float sponsored by DATV. Performance by Travis Williams. Wow, what a beautiful float.
And I see somebody let the dogs out. And these dogs are from the Gem City Dog Obedience Club, a group of dedicated dog-loving people that gladly help you to obedience train your own dog. The club was founded in 1967, and since they've been having a great time training people in how to train their own dogs in all phases of obedience and agility. The club also sponsors dog shows, agility trials, earth dog events, confirmation matches, pet therapy, and freestyle competition, and they participate in public service events for responsible dog ownership.
Beautiful float, DP&L there. That's the Dancing Trees float, sponsored by DP&L. And the Dancing Trees float, sponsored by DP&L, is covered with energy-efficient LED lights. And you can really tell the difference with those LED lights. There's the doggies. Oh, wow, look, they're all decked out.
They got the Buckeye dogs
yeah.
covered, very well represented. Now we got a performance by the Alexis Gomez Trio. Alexis is a Dayton native and a recent American Idol finalist.
And this float here with Alexis Gomez is sponsored by the Kettering Tower. Speaking about the Kettering Tower, don't forget to stop in this evening and enjoy free crafts, games, and the very popular Dial and Elf, courtesy of Time Warner Cable.
And also in the Kettering Tower lobby is Mrs. Kettering's train display, something you do not want to miss this holiday season. The train will be up through January 6th. So if you don't get a chance to see it this evening, you'll have all holiday season to stop in.
Oh, there's the holiday bus. Oh, that brings back a lot of memories. Not that particular bus. Used to ride the holiday bus when I was a little girl.
Really?
We'd catch the holiday bus in Miamisburg, where I'm from, and ride it downtown to see all the Reichs puppets and things in the window, which are here in the Schuster Winter Garden. So
yeah, speaking of puppets, change the P to M, and you've got our next float. That is the Sesame Street float, and that is sponsored by AAA Miami Valley. the Safety Patrol kids, some of our friends from Sesame Street. I see Big Bird and Bert and Ernie. I think I see Oscar the Grouch up there too.
Does he celebrate Christmas?
Evidently.
Wow.
Or maybe
Well,
he's
even
trying
the
to
Grouch.
persuade some people from celebrating
Oh,
it.
he
Who
could
knows?
be.
And speaking of Main Street, be sure to pay a visit to the Schuster Center at the corner of 2nd and Main Streets this holiday season. That's where you'll find the Tykes shop, the animated Wonderland windows, and lots of other great family-friendly fun on the weekends.
Really thankful for AAA. I wonder if Santa has a AAA card in case something happens.
Gotta make sure it's paid up, too.
That's right. All right, coming up next, represented is the Dayton International Festival, comprised of more than 30 member organizations representing a variety of ethnic groups and countries from around the world. Look at the bug. Oh, the Goodwill bug. Now, my first car was a Beetle. I currently drive a Beetle.
You have a Beetle,
so
yes.
I'm excited to see that.
I like the way they have the back part of it set up. That's very Peter Metz.
Very,
Peter Metz
very.
design. I like that.
The Chapel Electric float.
Now those are the kind of lights I like right there, the big fat ones. Kind of big, kind of based on the old incandescent lights.
And that's the Chapel Electric float performance by Connect 111. And what have we got coming up here? Is this the Liberty? Progressive.
Well, and look at this one. I like nice little Christmas
Printers.
festival from Progressive Printers Incorporated.
Wow,
I like the Ferris wheel.
Well,
That
that
Ferris wheel's
took a
pretty
lot
remarkable.
of work.
Yes, it did. And now from Village Rental. It's the Carnival floats.
This is White Allen pulling the Village Rental float.
I got the carolers.
Nice choir there.
Even got the microphone set up too, so we can hear them. Yeah, and this is what we, I think, what we saw on the way in this evening.
This is the Liberty Carriage. Look at those horses. Wow. Clyde's
Beautiful.
Is this the Slovak float? PNR Communications here. And us folks here in the television and radio broadcasting medium, we really appreciate folks like PNR and all their towers.
Yeah, it's sponsored by PNR Communications, parade coordinators and volunteers, able to keep the parade moving and running smoothly. And there's the one from White Allen, from PSC. PSC Crane and Rigging.
Look at that giant guitar.
Oh man, Elvis would love that.
Thanks to PSC Crane and Rigging for transporting the beautiful tree you saw here on Courthouse Square. And that was a huge crane.
Yes, it is.
Here's the Dayton Fire. I think it's back here. We have the Children's Medical Center ambulance here. This is a mobile intensive care unit from Children's Medical Center of Dayton. Dayton Children's is the only licensed neonatal and pediatric mobile intensive care service in the 20-county region that it serves.
Yeah, and they have 4 of these units, and each one is equipped to handle the medical needs of the most critically ill children from birth through adolescence.
There's the Shriners wearing their fez. Antioch Shriners. Can't have a parade.
That's the
without
Antioch
Shriners.
Shrine. The Antioch Shrine Indy cars and Corvettes.
True confessions, when I was little, I wanted a Shriners hat.
Man, look at the size of that fez.
Yeah, it would not be a
here they
parade
come.
without the Shriners. Here they come.
Yeah,
in
there
their
are the little
crazy
cars. I start thinking of that song, the Shriners Convention. Clowns clowning through the crowd and pinching every pretty little girl who dares to smile. So.
Oh boy.
Oh wow. I'm surprised they can actually fit in those things.
I know, and it's so slick out here.
That's
Let's
crazy.
hope we're not on a viral video before this.
Oh my gosh.
How do I become one? How do I become one?
Yeah, I
The
see
Lion
Scooby-Doo
Museum
and
Circus,
there we go.
University of Dayton Arena, Antioch Street
And here comes the
Circus.
Bookmobile. Bookmobile visits area schools, preschools, and Head Starts with books and programs designed for early literacy and young children. It's one of the greatest gifts you can give your children, to introduce them to the magic of books. We're sponsored by the Dayton Metro Library.
Well, look at that. Fetch a Fiat.
And help
This
Fido.
is for the Humane Society of Greater Dayton. And they have a nice little Fiat car there wrapped in a cute Fetch a Fiat and Help Fido. And the Humane Society is a great organization. I'm very thankful for them. And all of you animal lovers out there are as well. Sure.
What do we have coming up now?
Arby's.
Oh, look, gotta love Arby's.
Oh yeah. 5 for $5. Hey, that's what I'm getting you for
Five,
Christmas.
yeah, 5 roast beef sandwiches.
I'm getting
Yeah,
you 5
I'd much,
for $5.
I'd much rather have those over golden rings any day.
What's that one song? Ding, fries are done. That makes me think of that.
And here we go. We got the Mini Hitch Ranch coming up. And they proudly present this team of 8 miniature horses. They've been participating in the Dayton Children's Parade for over 10 years now. The horses just love showing off for the crowd, just as they're doing right now.
Oh, well, will you get me one of those for Christmas? I'll get you the Arby's 5 for $5, and you can get me a mini horse. You see me riding that down Wayne Avenue?
Actually, yes, I can.
How adorable. Here comes the Montgomery County Commissioner's float.
And now the Thunderstruck Percherons is what we have here. They're from Versailles, Ohio. And each one of these things weighs between 1,800 and 2,300 pounds.
Wow.
They are pulling a handcrafted freight wagon. Those are absolutely beautiful horses.
They
My-
must
my
eat
wife-
the mini horses for
My
lunch.
wife is a big horse lover too. And now right behind them, we have the Cornerstone Belgians. And they are being pulled by a Belgian draft horse hitch. And something I bet you didn't know, my wife's grandfather was a champion Belgian racer. He's in the Ohio State Fair Hall of Fame.
Wow.
That's very true.
Look, they have all those lights on the back. So
Yes,
beautiful.
indeed. Very beautiful.
Regal animals, that's for sure. And they step in perfect time.
Yes, they
Amazing.
do. That's quite the precision right there.
That sponsored by Congressman Mike Turner.
All right, next up, the city of Dayton. We got Mayor
mayor and the
Mayor Whaley on
commissioners.
there as well. They are being pulled by a team of Clydesdales.
Commissioner Joseph and his family. And here we have the Ronald McDonald House. Ronald McDonald House Charities is a worldwide organization, and we
Yes,
have
they
a
are.
chapter right here in Dayton helping a lot of families as they are at the bedside of very sick children here at Children's Hospital.
And there's some more hitch belt Belgians.
They look like they really enjoy this. Those are show ponies for sure. There's Ronald McDonald.
There's Ronald.
Woo, wait. Fifth Third.
Now float from Fifth Third Bank.
I think we're some beautiful floats this year. Wow, people put a lot of work into
Yes,
this
they
float.
did. Yes, they did. Very true indeed. And here's one from time the night before Christmas. I believe this might be. The night before Christmas float, sponsored by
Do we
Time
have
Warner Media.
performing here?
I'm sorry?
I was wondering who we had performing here on the Time Warner. There's the Montgomery County Parks and Forestry. Did you know that Dayton is a tree city? We are registered as a tree city.
Are we now? Was not aware
And
of
we
that.
have a registered arborist.
And here's one from Sandy's Towing. I hope my car isn't illegally parked. I'm sure that truck's just like this huge 45-foot long wrecker from Sandy's Towing.
That means business.
Oh yeah. You know, for more than 50 years, Sandy's Towing's been braving all forms of weather to help motorists in need. And now we got a
Sandy's
real.
Towing
now we-
also has a Batmobile. You may occasionally see Matt Miller will get his Batmobile out.
And here's one that's very familiar, especially to me. I see Frisch's Big Boy coming up.
Oh boy.
Very familiar face. Encouraging everyone to come on
Hold
over
me
for a
back.
nice hot meal. He'll do all the cooking. The Big Boy character, you know, he's been around since 1946.
No way.
You know, and one time the Big Boy was blonde. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, they
I
actually.
have a collection of vintage Big
Yep.
Boy banks.
Yep, Frisch's restaurants have actually been around for close to a century now. Of course, Frisch's headquartered just down I-75 in Cincinnati, and among other milestones, Frisch has created Cincinnati's first drive-in restaurant
Wow.
in 1939.
Oh, I could use some chili spaghetti and a Big Boy right now.
Oh, love the
And
onion rings.
The award-winning pumpkin pie. And I always ask the waitress, what award did you win? I haven't found that out yet. And this is the big 106.5 float. They play all Christmas music from the day after Halloween all the way up through the season.
There's the Ohio garrison of the 501st Legion and the Great Lakes base of the Rebel Legion. Volunteers who use the wearing of the screen-accurate costumes from Star Wars. There's a Jawa there on the left. They're helping raise money for charity as well as promote Star Wars in their local communities. Of course, you're going to go see The Force Awakens right before Christmas, I am sure.
I will
Oh,
be
and look at this.
dragged to it, I'm sure.
And here comes Darth Vader.
Oh my.
And I hope he doesn't find my lack of faith disturbing. The stormtroopers. I've never seen a stormtrooper decked out in Christmas lights
Me either.
before.
Decorate
That
your
is definitely not in
stormtrooper.
uniform, I'm sure.
I know a lot of people that would rather have that than a tree, I'm sure.
And now we got the Nutcracker float. That's sponsored by Vectrin. And right behind them, we got the Wayne High School marching band.
Oh, well, they're near and dear to our heart, aren't
Oh,
they?
very much indeed.
Wayne High School, currently undefeated Wayne Warriors, tomorrow will be going to the last of the championships
Yes.
games, playing Coleraine tomorrow in Mason, Ohio. If they take that one, they're going to the Horseshoe
That's
in
right.
Columbus.
And you know, the high school marching band of Warriorettes, they're non-competitive. They're a show-style marching band. The 130-member group, they perform at every football game. They can be seen in parades and festivals throughout the Miami Valley. They are the pride of Huber Heights, under the direction of Mrs. Kristen Showers and Assistant Director Mr. Josh Boye.
I want one of those outfits. Think they let me borrow one? What a terrific job these guys do.
Yes, they do.
Oh, that guy has his clarinet all lit up. How cool. Very good. Well, we certainly wish the Wayne Warriors a 14th victory tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
They've really given us a good season this year. Looks like some more Clydesdales. Beautiful animals.
And of course, now here comes the big finale. The big finale of this parade. And what parade like this would be complete without a
could it
visit from
be?
the man himself,
Who could it be?
the man in red. And Mrs. Claus is with him, Santa Claus. Jolly old St. Nick
All
himself.
right. Now I am officially in the holiday spirit.
I'm getting there myself, and of course he's accompanied by some lovely elves on this float, and this float is sponsored by Care Source. The sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? Can you hear it over everything else?
One minute. All right. And there's Miss Kathy Ponitz, who does a lot of great things in the community, alongside Care Source. All right.
Now that's the way to end a parade.
It is. Well,
I
we'd
love
like-
a parade, don't you?
I do. I'd like to thank DATV for having myself and Mr. Shaver here with the parade downtown Dayton. Thanks so much for joining DATV.
And we look forward to seeing you on the air. You folks have yourselves a good holiday weekend, and have yourselves a good Christmas once it gets here. And we'll see you down the road.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeers pulling on the rein. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright.